Our unbeaten run comes to an end. The run in which we've played lower league opposition 4 times and we've played promoted teams in the Premier League, all 3 of them. We beat Arsenal and we beat Liverpool in that run. Arsenal, we did a little bit of a smash and grab. No issue with that. Sometimes that's what you've got to do when you go to a top 4 opposition or a team that's playing well like Arsenal. Liverpool, we didn't really play well. We got the win. David De Gea saved us. So many times in that game we could have gone behind and we didn't. We managed to just hold on and get the win. But it wasn't a good performance. Not once in our recent unbeaten run did we play well. Not once. A lot of the fans that I've spoke to and told me that it's only about results this year. Well, I completely disagree, because good performances lead to good results. It's not sustainable to play badly or poorly or be lucky week in, week out. Gary Neville said in the paper this week that he thought that we wasn't lucky, that it was just the way we was playing. Well, I completely disagree, because there was times that we was massively fortunate. Look at the Southampton game away from home, where we have 2 shots on goal and we score 2 goals. That's normally not what happens with United. Normally we are pressing from the minute go and we are working hard, trying to score and trying to win the game. Sometimes, like under Sir Alex, we may have lost or may have won 1-0 and it might have come in the 90th minute. I think there was a run of about 7, around about 1997, where Cantona scored and it was 1-0. But that wasn't because we'd parked the bus Chelsea style, scored and then closed the gates. No, that was because it just took us 86, 87, 88 minutes to finally get over the line and get that goal while the other team was trying to defend against us. Now, I'm not asking us to play like Sir Alex Ferguson's side. I'm not asking us to play like the Busby Babes played. All I'm asking for is good, competent football, because that's not what we've seen in this recent run. Now, we might have picked up a lot of points. I also think we lost a lot of points. Points that are going to be massively key when it comes to the end of the season. Too many stupid draws. And yeah, I could say a couple of stupid defeats, especially this one today, because draw was a minimum that we got to expect when we go to places like Swansea. We can't be coming away with a loss and going, oh, it wasn't one of those days, because it wasn't one of those days for us today. I thought we played better. Now, there's a difference between saying that we played well and we played bad. And a lot of you don't seem to get the concept that there isn't just a yes or no, good or bad answer. We've been playing poorly, and sometimes it's been better and sometimes it's been worse. But it's never just good or bad. Today it was slightly better and we still lost. So does that mean that we should just accept poor performances and hope that we get lucky and come away with a win? No, because good performances will eventually lead to good results. The same way like today, that bad performances eventually lead to you becoming unstuck and getting the defeat. Like, I've made some notes on it. I'm trying to remember them and trying to read at the same time. I'm often called negative. I don't think I'm negative in the reviews that I'm giving. I'm pragmatic. I am worried that we will not get a top 4 place. Some of you seem to be happy that we was just picking up the results and not really bothered about how we played. The end of the season is going to be really telling, because if we don't get top 4, then I can see a hell of a lot of people calling for Louis van Gaal out. Now, you might think, with the way I've complained and moaned for the last 8 to 10, 12 weeks, that I'm one of those. I am not one of those people, because I know that the first season, wherever he goes, Louis van Gaal ruffles feathers. He upsets people. He pisses the fans off, which he's doing. And by the second season, he turns it around and he generally wins a league, does well in the Champions League, and goes on and he makes that club greater than when he started there. But he's never done this in the Premier League before. And I'm not saying that that's because the Premier League's amazing and this, that and the other, but he's done it with Ajax. Ajax are basically in that Dutch league on their own. He did it with Bayern Munich. Likewise. You don't really have to be too good of a manager at Bayern Munich to manage to do something successful there. They're basically the only team in Germany. And he did it with Barcelona in Spain. Barcelona weren't quite the force that they are today. He made them into that force, or he laid the foundations to put them into that force. But either way, he's done it at places where it's quite easy. You're a massive, massive club in a pretty small pond. The Premier League, the way it currently is at the moment, there's 5 or 6 teams that are straight killers. And I worry that we're not going to have enough come May to be able to see us over the line. I'm just going to pull up our next fixtures, because if you think it's been bad over Christmas, where we've not been playing well, but we've been picking up mediocre par performances. Here's our next run of games. We've got Newcastle, then Arsenal, then Tottenham, then Liverpool, then Villa, which is arguably the only really straight winnable one we've got in there, and then City, Chelsea and Everton. I can see us coming away without a single win in those next 8 matches. I really can. And where does that leave us? All of the people that have been moaning and messaging me saying that was top 4 and we're quarter-final of the Cup. Well, I said 2 defeats and we're not. Well, there's 1 defeat. If Arsenal put us away in a couple of weeks, then that's out of the Cup. And if we come out of the Cup at the quarter-final stage and we end up finishing 5th, what then? We're in for a roller coaster these next couple of months. I hope everyone's strapped in for it. But before I go, actually, because I wanted to pick up on some of the positive things that I saw today. Herrera. I didn't think he played all that well against Preston. But today he did the job that I expected him to do. Him and Blind sort of shared the responsibility of coming short and picking up the ball from the defence. And we held the possession in midfield today, which I thought was a massive step forward and a massive bit of positivity for us. Herrera, Di Maria, Blind, Rooney, they were sort of the 4 most key influential players, and it showed by the number of chances that were created. Now, as I said earlier, it was one of those days today where it didn't go in, but we created a lot more chances. And I'm not going to say I would rather us play well and lose, because that's ridiculous. I would rather us pick up the 3 points. But when you play badly and win, that's something that happens like 1 in 6 or 7 games. You can't play badly and win every week and expect to achieve anything, especially in a cutthroat league like the Premier League. The ingredients are there for us to go on and succeed, but we are massively running out of time. May's coming around fast, and as I've just said, those next 8-9 games, we're in some trouble. Do you think we're going to do it? Do you think we can still get top 4 based on that performance? Bang it in the comments below and let us know.